Hello everyone, in this video we'll start our discussion on welded connections and different types of welded connections. So far whatever we have discussed is about bolted connections. So we have discussed in and out about bolted connections, and as I said and I keep on saying from the beginning of this discussion itself, one of the important topic, okay, from exam point of view. So we have discussed, we have completed the discussion of one of the important topic in the connection, that is bolted connection. So there we have discussed concentric connections and eccentric connections. In that eccentric connections we have seen two types. One is in plane eccentricity and another is out of plane eccentricity. So in bolted connection, in comparison with concentric connection, eccentric connections are relatively more important. Okay, so we have solved the numericals in that also. So practice it. So now the next type of connection is welded connection. So in these welded connections there exist some types. So those types, let us see first. Types of connections or types of welded connections. So the types, first, fillet or lap weld. Next, butt or groove weld. Next, slot or plug weld. So these are the types of welds. So first you take slot and nut or slot and plug weld. So first you write down. So later we'll discuss and we see the design, how to design these weld clearly. So types of welded connections. So fillet or lap weld, the first. Okay, so these are the types. Now let's start with the fillet weld. And from exam point of view and even in practice also, we are more frequently going to use this fillet or lap weld in comparison with these two welds. Okay, so this is the more important. Fillet or lap weld is the more important. So let's start our discussion of these welded connections with this type, that is fillet or lap weld. So keep ready, fillet or lap weld. Now first let us see where we are going to use this fillet or lap weld. Okay, so in which case we are going to use and what is the condition for this fillet weld to be used for making the connection, let us see. So the condition here is, so write along with me. So fillet weld is used to connect two members in different planes. Two members in different plane or two members with an angle. So this is the condition. So if we want to connect the two members in two different planes, so then we go for fillet weld. Or if we want to connect the two members with an angle, then also we go for fillet or lap weld. Clear? So now let us see the diagram so that you will understand much clearly. So this is one member. Okay, so this is in this plane and there exists one more member like this. See, both are in different planes, yes or no? So this is one plane, this is another plane. Both are in two different planes. So now to connect these, we are going to use fillet weld, like. So this is the cross section of fillet weld and length is perpendicular to the board. Okay, length is perpendicular to the board. So this is the fillet weld. And if you observe, this is called as a overlap. This is called as a overlap. That is why this weld is also called as lap weld. Now, according to IS 800 2007, that is limit state. So, as per IS 800 2007, so this lap should not be less than 40 or 40 mm. So this is the provision regarding the overlap. So out of these two, whichever is maximum, that we have to consider more. So this overlap should not be less than 40 or 40 mm, where T is the thickness of thinner member. So where T is the thickness of the thinner member. Thickness of thinner member. So that is about T. So this is the provision regarding overlap as per IS 800/2007. So this is for two different planes. Now one more condition is there. It is used to connect the members in two members with angle. So it means, see, this is one member. So this is one member, and this member is connected to this member like this. So both are having an angle. Of course, here the angle is 90 degrees, but not in all the cases the angle may be 90 degrees. But this is the two members with an angle that you should understand. So angle is irrelevant here. That angle may be 90, 40, 80 or 100. That depends. But the thing you should observe here is, here we are going to connect the two members with an angle. Okay. So now obviously here we require a weld like. So this is fillet weld. Agree? This is fillet weld. And once again I'm repeating, the length of the fillet weld is perpendicular to the board. Okay, perpendicular to the plane of board. This is a cross section. So this is where we are going to use fillet weld. So take it down, the diagram. So this is a condition for using the fillet weld, and the important in the design parameter is, this is a very, very important. Fillet weld always designed for shear. Designed for shear. Fillet weld always designed for shear because due to loads it fails in shear only. Due to loads it fails in shear only. So this is a very, very important point from design aspect. So in design we are going to design the fillet weld for shear only. But if we take bolt, there we have designed the bolt for shear, bearing and tension. Yes or no? Clear or not? If we take the plate, that also we designed for bearing and tension. But here coming to the fillet weld, we are going to design only for shear. The reason, it always fails in shear only. So this fact we came to know upon repetitive experiments on this fillet weld. It means we are going to connect these two members by using a fillet weld, and we are going to apply some load. So because of that load, the fillet weld always fails in shear. So based on that fact, we are going to design only in shear. That's it. So no need to consider tension or bearing, whatever other effects. So no need to consider those effects, tension, compression, bearing, all these effects no need to consider for the design of fillet weld. So fillet weld is always designed for shear only, based on the experiments. So based on the experiments, we came to know that fillet weld fails in shear. So as it fails in shear, so designed for shear only. That's it. In the bolt also, before starting the design, there we have analyzed the types of failures or not. So after analyzing the types of failure, then we have designed. In the same way here also. So first, upon analyzing the failure, the fillet weld always fails in shear. That's it. So design it for shear only. That's it. No need to go for other effects like tension, compression, bearing. Okay, everyone, clear? Now this is the most important point. Next. Cross section of fillet weld. Cross section of fillet weld is idealized as right angle triangle. Cross section of fillet weld is idealized as a right angle triangle. So if you observe the cross section, what I have shown in the previous diagram, so that if you idealize it, so it seems like. So this is the cross section of fillet weld. Okay, so this is the cross section of fillet weld. So this is the cross section of fillet weld. So in this, there are some points. So this is called as root of the fillet weld. Root or corner. corner of fillet weld, and this is called as toe of fillet weld, and this is called as face of the fillet weld. So these are the some terms you should. So face means total this side. So hypotenuse you can say, if you, as we highlighted it as a right angle triangle, if you see the hypotenuse, so that hypotenuse is called as a face of the fillet weld. Clear? And this corner or this point is called as a root or corner of the fillet weld, and this point is called as a toe of the fillet weld. So these are the things you should understand in the cross section of the fillet weld. So these are the things. So before going into the design and the codal provisions, so before discussing the codal provisions and the design procedure of the fillet weld, we should know about these things. So take it down. So very important. Once again I'm repeating here. So listen carefully. Fillet weld always designed for shear only, because it fails in shear only. Clear? That is the most important point you observe. You should observe. But if we take bolted connection, as I said, once again I'm repeating. So if you see in bolted connection, there we are going to design the bolted connection for shear, bearing, and tension if exists. But here that is not the case. We are going to design the fillet weld always for shear. Why? Because it is weak in shear only. Clear? Take it out.